Hey, good afternoon. This is Andy. I'm hanging out here in Akihabara with good friend Paul Kaiju. How you doing, Paul?
Hi, good. How are you, Andy?
Good. Good, thanks.
Good.
Yeah. So, how's your trip to Japan going so far?
Hectic, but I love every minute of it. Chaotic, but I love that too. Just awesome.
Yeah.
Everyone great. Great to see all the people that inspired me. Nice to, kind of network a little bit with everyone, have some beers, have some food. That's what you do when you come here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's been a good time.
Yeah.
Now it's starting to steady out. It was really hectic. We went down to, down to Osaka and Hiroshima and drug stuff around. Now we're back, so it's, a week of Tokyo time.
Right.
So, go check out everyone's shops and meet everybody, and like I said, just have a good time.
Right. So basically, you're here for two main events here, right? While you're here.
Yeah, I was here for Design Festa and then this event at Wamo.
Right on.
Yeah, it's going by fast.
Yeah. How much time do you have left in Japan?
Well, another week here in Tokyo, and it's gonna make the best of it.
Yeah. Cool. And so after this, then you go back and you can get all geared up for something else. What's coming up?
I go back and then get, probably do a couple more releases, put some stuff in the shop, and then what do I have coming up? San Diego's just around the corner. I have, I've got a lot of time to get stuff done, actually. And then a couple shows I'm working out in Faux Gallery.
Okay.
I think Rich and I are having a show with. I don't know if I should really say yet. It's still in the works.
Okay.
But yeah, and then the rest of the year we got Designer Con. And,
Okay.
I have a show I think in October up north in San Francisco.
Okay.
And that's all I know for now.
That's quite a lot.
Yeah, it's going to be a full year.
Yeah, right. I mean, so only in the last 6-9 months or so, I mean, a lot of your sculpts are coming out, your toys are coming out, how is that?
It's great. I have the Paul Kaiju figure I'm hoping to see this week while I'm here. I already bought some spear shaft material at Tokyo Hands, so I'm anxious to cut into it and see how it looks. So I think I'll be seeing that this week.
Nice.
And then I've actually worked out a lot of good collaborations while I've been here.
Oh yeah? Anything you can tell us about?
Not yet. I can't, but it's going to be good.
Okay.
Some up-and-coming people I'll be working with.
Okay.
A good kind of mix.
Okay.
So a lot of more kind of crossovers with other companies over here this year.
Uh-huh.
So it's going to be full.
Yeah.
Lots of good stuff coming. You bet.
Yeah.
And then I've got another sculpt I brought, Unchi Man. Unchi Man, which I'll be handing over and getting waxed. And that should be this year too. Hopefully probably by summer.
Okay. And has that been shown before, that sculpt?
I showed it briefly at my show at Toy Art Gallery.
Okay.
And everyone pretty much liked it. And I had it there one day, and then I took it home and I did a lot of alterations to it. Like it's got the zipper in the back. I wasn't happy. It has an actual little, kind of zipper.
Okay.
And
nice.
The sculpt didn't look great, so right before we left, I wanted to fix it. So I actually took a real zipper and cut it and glued it in. So it's like a real zipper.
Wow.
But it's like a little hint of a zipper, like a suit. You know the whole zipper going down the back, but you can see it. And then he's got all kinds of little, toilet humor things going on. It's going to be nice. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's ready to go. We'll find out.
Wow. So it's all coming together now. Is it easier these days, do you think, to make new toys than it was, let's say, 2-3 years ago?
I would easier as far as
making soft weight toys as opposed to like resin toys. Cause
it just takes patience. You gotta wait. You gotta not step on toes. You gotta keep your communication clear what you want, and be patient and kind of pace yourself.
Yeah.
Because I think I prefer doing smaller releases rather than pre-orders, because I like to keep my paints really intensive and special. A lot of hand painting. I don't use stencils, so 15 pieces. They're all very tightly done. So I think I like to keep the numbers really low, and I don't expect a whole bunch constantly rolling out. So I'm probably going to be keeping this pace and continuing like they do here.
Yeah, you got a real mix. I mean, you've got some stuff online, some stuff at the shows and at the galleries, and
yeah. So I kind of keep stuff aside for galleries and exhibits, and then try to pace myself with the releases. And sometimes, I know people get upset about it, but stuff I just throw online, put them sell. Some pieces I'll have a lottery to make a little fair. You can never make everybody happy, but the ones that do and the ones that are patient usually win out.
Right.
It was like that for me when I started collecting. It took me years to get my figures I really wanted, and it's rewarding. But everyone's got to have everything now, and that's just the way it works for us. But they have to learn. There's absolute pleasure in the hunt and waiting. So I'm hoping to teach people that too.
Yeah, because you're doing it all yourself. I mean, one-man operation.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. One step at a time through all that. And try to take a break, and then but I have most of my sculpts done for the year.
Okay.
So I have a big, around the first of the year I try to get most of my sculpts done, and there'll be intermittent little sculpts here and there. I've taken a break from the resin casting. I know a lot of people, I get a lot of requests for King Jinx and the crab.
Right.
It's really hard work, and I like to wait till it's really hot summertime, because it's easier to work with resin and everything, because the damp weather, it's just, you don't get good results. So eventually it all depends. If I come up with something I really want it now, and that's the joy of resin casting, is you can sculpt something really quick and bam, you make it. It's and whether or not it's something you want to sell or something maybe you want to work on later, or if the sculpt's right, make into vinyl later like I've done, then it works that way too.
So you don't necessarily prefer one over the other. It's just a different breed of monster.
Depends what it is. If it's there's certain ways I sculpt that it's made for vinyl, but I'll usually test it out in resin first, and then if I decide to later, I can always kind of throw it in with a mold if it's small enough with another monster. Like the mini boss is part of the Salamander Joe mold.
Okay.
So every time I get those with it. So I kind of like the way that works. And that way I have a little gift to give away, or sell it, little one-off hand paints or whatever. So yeah, it works out great.
I mean, have you noticed a difference these days, your current trip in Japan, in terms of collecting, in terms of the soft BC in general versus before, or any shifts or changes?
It's just as good as it always was. The pace here is great. Everyone, it keeps really consistently good. And there's always something new and exciting coming up. But as far as changes, maybe part swappability and stuff, maybe not so much, but maybe like crossover projects from artist to artist, head parts, arm parts. That's, I think, the most coolest thing, because you can take one line and just keep expanding, and that's something that I always thought should be done. That's what keeps everything moving in the interest, But yeah, that's about it.
Wow, that's good stuff. All right. Thanks. Any last words for the fans?
Greetings from Tokyo. Wish you were here. Get out here. Check it out. It's an awesome place. That's about it.
Awesome advice. Thanks a lot, Paul. Appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
All right, man.